Hey, good evening, internets. It's me, DP Knudten, and it's time for another BOOKWARD BOUND, my ongoing saga, 301 days of live streams, done all toward one singular goal, and that is having a brand new book done by January 1st, 2021. Yep, I'm doing it, and this is probably episode 53 or maybe even 54. I'm kind of amazed by that, but it's happening, so I'm going to keep it going forward. So what am I doing? I'm actually working on my book live so that you can follow along with me, but mostly because I'm making a commitment to you, and therefore I'm actually getting down in my office and writing this damn thing. Because if it were up to me, I'd be lying on the couch watching some garbage TV. But instead, because I made this commitment to both you and myself, I'm down here to move my book forward in one way or another. Now, sometimes it's outlining the book. Sometimes it's designing the book. Sometimes it's mind mapping. I love mind mapping. And sometimes it's actually writing individual sections. So I think tonight I'm going to start a brand new section. Why? Because I started thinking about it this afternoon and went, okay, I know what I know where I want to start. Doesn't mean I know what I want to say. So that's what I'm going to do. And so what am I going to do? I am going to go over here to Scrivener, the application I'm using to write the book. And over here you can see a bunch of chapters and sections and stuff like that. And over here you can see one that's titled Jay Baer, B-A-E-R. What does that mean? Well, I'm actually going to be writing about Jay Baer under this topic. What's your brand look like? And I picked Jay Baer because anyone who knows him, one, knows he's a really great presenter. He has really great ideas about marketing. He's a really fun person. But one of the most interesting things about him is his, what I like to call his penchant or penchant for plaid. What does that mean? Well, here, I'm going to actually show you on screen in a second, just as soon as I do this. 16 mold, there we go. I'm going to open it up in Safari and just type in Jay Baer and go to his home webpage. Keynote speaker and MC Jay Baer. All right, so he's got this nice website with some rolling video. Considered an inductee into the Professional Presenters Hall of Fame or whatever, all that stuff. About Jay. Well, this is Jay, so you can barely see it there because it's kind of ghosted back, but take a look at that suit. It's kind of a raspberry and purple plaid with amazing floral lining and stuff like that. And you will see photographs throughout this thing. Oh, okay, so that looks like it's probably the same suit, possibly. But this one definitely is not. It's a yellow, what do they call that? Window pane pattern or something like that. But I'm still going to call it a plaid. Ooh, and there's a nice, lovely pink and gray ensemble that the dude's working and rocking. And that's the whole point I want to talk about. And here are two more examples. A green-based one, and it looks like that might be a dark blue with a pinkish stripe or something like that. Well, the bottom line is Jay Baer is all about the plaid suits. In fact, I want to do this too. Visually, I shouldn't say he's all about it just in general, but visually, the dude is all about crazy plaid suits. And that's become his kind of visual trademark. Take a look. The glasses are very similar from picture to picture as well. And that's kind of the point of what I want to talk about in this specific section of the book. Jay Baer has a, I'm going to write it, just Jay Baer. Lovely man that he is, has a severe condition has a severe, okay, it's a chronic condition over which he has no apparent ability to control. Long dash. No, it should be a semicolon. I think it should be a semicolon. No, I'm going to make it a full-on colon. The dude just cannot get enough plaid. So much so if you happen to see a man strolling down a street or hallway wearing a colorfully loud plaid suit, it's probably him. And I'm not kidding. And I'm not kidding. Period. But before we go into too deep a discussion about the package, let's get a brief sample of the man inside. Whoop. And this is where I can go to his website for all sorts of source material, because there's no better place to go to find out about Jay than to go to the About Jay page on his website. So he's a CSP CPAE. Go to source, Talk Trigger, Standing Ovation Podcast. For a complete look. And to his website at, of course, good permalink there. So I'm not going to worry about that not being active 10 years from now. Head over to his website. He's written a bunch of books. Including my fave, Talk Triggers. Let's see, Talk Triggers. He's highly sought Master speaker and inductee into the word of mouth marketing Hall of Fame. Inductee into both marketing and professional speakers Halls of Fame. And his convince and convert digital let's call it Media Empire. Empire is literally is instrumental in bunch of sellers. Instrumental in identifying trends and setting the conversation, a number of marketing sectors. Oh, and he does podcasts too, including the popular pros and standing ovation podcast video show. Busy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is as busy. The plaids. His signature. Bespoke. Brings us back to the packaging. Those Technicolor. His signature bespoke. Those Technicolor. What do I want to call them? Technicolor. Test patterns. Well, not every personal brand goes to the extremes. Mr. Baer does. When it comes to visual branding. Most have some specific design, typography, and palette preferences. I'm going to make a graphic if I can get photos and permission from Mr. Baer. I want 6 of them, so 6. Graphic, 6. Actually, this is going to be in black and white, so which the graphic screenshot shot of what suit should I wear today? All right, so I've seen this in the past. I hope I can find it. Instagram. Let's go. Hey, Lero, Jay Baer. Because I have seen in the past him post up a "what suit should I wear today" thing. Yeah, like you'll see the suits right there. Wearing pants. Framework. That'd be a good one. All right, I'm going to take some of these. All right, I'm screenshotting these so that I'll have them. Like, ooh, that's crazy. That's not, that kind of ruins the plaid. My plaid, or hold on. I mean, look at that little tie bar with the glasses. That's hilariously fun. Grab that one too. And again, if I grab all these screenshots, I'll have them. That doesn't mean I have to use them, but it's a lot easier to use them if you have them. I know I've seen the what suit should I wear today? All right, I think I'm going to leave it for now, but screenshot. But anyway, so here I've gone and written about 230 words about this guy, and it's actually fitting a theme within my book. I want to point to him and some other people who have strong personal branding packaging, looks and feels like I'm not going overboard with my personal brand, but these glasses, ooh, that actually is a thing I want to talk about. These frames, I like them so much. They fit my face the right way that I bought 5 of them, so that as my prescription changes, I'll have multiple versions of these frames, because once you find a pair of frames that works for you, you got to jump on them, especially, when they fit you the right way. So this kind of black frame look is definitely part of my look. The wearing dark clothes, or specifically dark button-up black shirts and stuff, that's part of my brand look, if you will. And it's an important part. And where did that other stuff go? Oh, I have a section called Equinox. Let me see if I can search. Oh, I must not have it in here yet. Well, this is a good place to... What's your brand look like? I definitely want to put that in there. Equinox EQ 304, I think is what it is. 304. This style of glasses frames is made by Equinox, and they're called, the number is EQ304. And I like them so much. As I said, I already got 5 copies of them. But I'm going to write about them. What's your brand look like? And I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to work it towards, here's a little bit of graphic look. I might put Melanie Diesel in here under that. No, I can't do her again. I wrote about her in my first book. I got to think of somebody else. Yeah. So anyway, I wrote about Jay. I started writing about Jay. And actually, this will give me an opportunity to reach out to Jay Baer, who I've never met in person other than in passing. And I want to get him on my podcast, but one of the ways to get his attention, and I'm not doing this for that reason, because I want to write about him in my book. But I'm going to share with him what I have written kind of as a, hey, here's the first pass at what I'm thinking about. I would love to flesh it out with more specific information that is actually true to who you are, completely true. This is all based on my viewer's eye view of who you are. What do you think about that? There's no better way than to get people to give you the time of day than to make them look good. It really is the concept of doing an unselfish selfie, which is, I'm kind of doing a selfish thing. I want to have him in my book, but I want to do it unselfishly so that it serves him and his purposes as well. So it's a little bit of, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But that's the way the world works, and it's a great technique. Plus, it gets me a really compelling story for my book. And what book is that, you might ask? Well, that book is called Nonfiction Brand, Discovering, Crafting, and Communicating the Completely True, Completely You Nonfiction Brand that you already are. And I'm going to have that book done by January 1st, 2021, come hell or high water. And it's going to be available sometime after that on Amazon. I guarantee it, because you're keeping me honest, and I'm keeping me honest by coming down here and actually working on the book and moving it forward. Today, only about 230 words, but I captured a whole bunch of screenshots that I'm going to use. I've got a good start for, hey, Jay, I want to write about you in my book. Here's what I want to write. What am I getting wrong? And by the way, I'd love to have you on my podcast and learn more about what you're doing, and specifically your journey from I have a business to I am an authority and a personal brand. I think it'd be a great couple episodes, and I'm hoping he'll do it. But we're going to find that out, and I'll let you know as it happens. For now, I'm DP Knudten of the Nonfiction Brand podcast, which came out today, the second half of a really great conversation with Egan Heath. You can pick it up wherever good context, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, I'd like to invite you to join Nonfiction Brandversity, my free Facebook group. Just search Nonfiction Brandversity, ask to join, and you are in after you answer 3 questions to prove that you are not a malevolent bot overlord. No bots, only only carbon-based individuals need apply. So anyway, I hope to see you there really soon. And in the meantime, theme song, take us on. And in the meantime, oh God, yeah, I'm a little tired. And to wrap up this episode, theme music, take us on out. That's more like it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.